Morning, everyone. All right, here we go. I wanted to take this time to do a video because, again, the last few weeks or months has just been a whirlwind of so many new experiences, people meeting, learning so many things. And is again, the main thing that I always try to think about of why I do these videos is to connect with people, also to find something to share about whatever we're all doing. And again, to have some kind of positive outtake or something beneficial to take from these videos. Again, the car has been amazing. Just every day that there is a new experience. And again, just really trying to take a moment just to share that experience with everyone. Just of even driving a car. But again, at the end of the day, everybody has questions about the car. But the big thing is, again, is how you get the car and the different things that have been put into place. So again, just a little bit about myself. I'm an engineer, and education is very important to me. Я инженер и образование важно. Okay. But again, education is very important. So I know that, yes, there are some people that become successful without having an education or whatever. But again, I think that that is something that's key because in school and so forth, you learn processes, you learn discipline, you learn how to work computers and different things of that nature, take a test. So, again, I'm never going to put down not having an education is, key to you being successful. But again, I think most people would say that, yes, it's setting forth those milestones and so forth to work towards goals and put systems in place. The big thing I'm also going to say is, finding a hobby. I got a lot of friends, they play video games and so forth. But, if you're playing video games, I think my big thing is just trying to find something not to do to waste time. So if it's something that I can do in my spare time, that I can make money doing it, that's important. So, I'm not going to say don't do anything and have fun or anything like that. But if you are doing it, hey, finding a way to maybe make money doing it, that, hey, maybe you can find a sponsor or something. But worst case scenario, again, I'm not saying don't have fun, but, maybe you might say, hey, limiting, hey, I'm only going to play video games or something 1 hour a day or so forth. And then also just going into, just how I was able to do some of the things that I've done just with different accomplishments or whatever, has been investing. The key thing is, yes, we're all going to have jobs or whatever to keep the bills paid. But again, finding a hobby of something that's on the side. So again, my freedom has come from having various investments and so forth on the side. Always being financially inclined, from investing to real estate to just even talking about money, talking about movies, talking about things that keeps your mind focused. Now, again, I'm always going to say, yeah, don't let money be your main focus for anything, but also use it as a learning experience that you can share with people. And again, you find out that it's not, maybe about money and so forth all of the time. But again, for me, it's about learning. And then once you're able to learn it and understand it, then you can share that with people. So again, Свобода, жизни, Свобода, жизни, от инвестирования. Okay. So again, just I'll probably make some other videos and so forth about real estate. I guess there's a little bit more of a barrier to entry with real estate. But again, I think a lot of my friends, they know that I like talking about the stock market. It's something that's very easy to get started in. And again, all you have to do is just get started somewhere. I'm not really talking about like crypto and all kind of stuff like that. Um, that's a whole different animal. But my big thing is talking about the basics of the stock market. Learning, the ebbs and the flows of the stock market and so forth. So at the end of the day, I'm always going to say, hey, what are your three favorite companies? Hey, I drive a Ford pickup truck. I like Domino's pizza and I wear Nike tennis shoes. You know, Nothing extravagant, but take those three stocks, maybe $100, 200 or 300 bucks, nothing to make you lose sleep over, and go buy those three stocks. Most people might say, oh man, I'm going to lose all of my money in the stock market. No, that $100 that you put on Nike or 1 or 2 shares of Ford, you're not going to lose all of your money, but what you're going to find out is that $100, it might go down to $75 one week. But then the next week, it might be $125. So the key thing is now is going to start that question of, hey, what happened in the past week or two that the price may have went down and now it went back up, and now you're going to start learning the different ebbs and flows of the stock. So hey, even if you made $5 or $10 that first month, it's not about the amount of money, but it's also putting a process in place that you can learn about why different things are happening. Um, so again, I'll say начните, простого, starting basic. Um, and again, like I said, just starting some type of a basic, there's all kind of different brokerages and stuff that are out there. So that's my biggest thing. Just start somewhere, because we can talk for every time I see you guys, hey, I'm doing this. But the biggest thing that I would tell anybody is open up the account, start with something, and now we can talk about, hey, I had this stock and hey, it did this in the past week. Hey, what did you think about it and so forth? So that's my big thing. Again, I just wanted to sit down and do this video just to say, hey, you know, education is important for anything. Learning about it, learning about anything that you have an interest in. Try not to waste time. Always try to put your time towards something that's beneficial. But again, even with the stock market, something that's easy to get into. Definitely not sitting at the computer all day, watching charts and all of that go up and down. But again, making an account with something that you're interested in, that you're going to follow. And when you're watching the news and when you see that news of, hey, Domino's Pizza, the Super Bowl, they made 50,000 extra orders of pizza or something, you're going to say, oh, that's exciting. Let me go check my account. So the key thing is starting somewhere, and then your knowledge will go from there. I just have so many videos and so forth that I want to do. I want to try to keep these at 5 to 10 minutes long. That way they don't go so long. But again, just little topics that I'll be talking about. But that's my thing: how to get started in the stock market. And again, the key thing is, it's not about starting with a lot of money. But again, take $100, $200, and open up an account. Buy those couple of stocks. You're going to learn different things of opening an account. Is going to be questions that's going to come up, questions about different brokerages that you can use. And but the key thing is starting, and then that's where your knowledge is really going to learn. So I'm interested in hearing, hey, what are your favorite three stocks? This was not a pub for Nike or Ford or anything like that. But at the end of the day, just keeping it basic of, hey, what are everyday companies that we see and you use every day? And now you can use that as a starting point of, hey, something is on the news. Just something that you're going to follow, that as you're working with that one company or you're following that one company, now somebody might say, well, hey, you bought this company. Well, hey, maybe you can look at this company because they have better results or whatever. But again, not getting into anything, ultra complicated, But the big thing is starting somewhere. And, you know, hey, when people ask you, hey, now you can participate in a conversation. Hey, do you trade? Yes, I trade. You know, nobody's asking you how much of money that you have in the stock market. Nobody's asking you how much of money that you made. But at the end of the day, now when you say, hey, yeah, I trade a little bit, now you can start building from there where one buddy knows a little about something and then the next buddy knows a little bit about something. And that's where you're really going to start fostering those relationships of people sharing information, not, you know, I'm talking to you because I want to borrow money or something from you, but now you're sharing knowledge about, hey, what companies are maybe doing a little bit better than other ones. But again, until you start, that's when you can really start learning. Okay, I'll finish the video up here. I actually went, you know, 5 minutes actually longer than I wanted to. But again, something I get passionate about. Thank you. Spasiba for watching my videos. And again, I'll even talk a little bit more about, you know, some of my international experiences and why I speak Russian. So я говорю по-русски и немного. Спасибо and до свидания.